I think everybody is amazed how pretty the decorative stitches look once they start stitching them out. Now I know you see lots of stitches up top and they're kind of cute, but when you truly start to see them in thread, like I'm stitching some in some variegated thread colors and they are turning out fabulous. I highly recommend that you just take some time. You can just sew, you don't even have to sew very far, maybe 3 or 4 inches worth of a stitch. You can even use the start stop button. If it goes too fast, maybe adjust the speed down just a little bit where you can actually, here, let's just adjust it. So here we go. Maybe it's not so slow, but it's also not running away from us. Then that start stop button can just let you easily enjoy watching the stitch out and just run the foot. Notice I'm just running the foot right next to the previous row of stitches. And as we get, okay, now let's go a little faster. This is a little heavier stitch. I can touch the stitch restart button. That will end the pattern so I don't get like half of a stitch. It'll lock it and then it'll actually cut. You can cut the stitch too. So as you're seeing, you see a lot of variety with the stitches. You also see that, for example, this one stitched out really fast. This one took a little bit longer. And this one I really needed to keep the pedal to the metal to get it to finally get to the end. Now let me show you one more thing about these stitches. We'll just pick something not too, let's just do 78. Is if you actually go in to the tie-off feature, and you can set to have a locking stitch at the beginning, have a locking stitch at the end, and also have it cut. Watch what we can do here. So when we go into stitch, we can totally load this machine up for the way you want to sew. We'll push the start stop button. It'll start with those locking stitches, so that's super easy to cut and not worry about those threads coming apart. But now when I get to the end here, what I'm going to push is actually the reverse button. When I push the reverse button, it will end with the locking stitches and also cut, which also will lift the foot up. So that's a lot easier than just touching the stitch restart button and then the scissors. You could program this in and just sit back and enjoy a nice beverage while you stitch out all those decorative stitches. Now once you stitch out some, remember we've got the twin needle we're going to put on next, and we could see some of those stitches look totally different than just with one needle. And you could also start to vary like your stitch length, and you could sew some of this parts of the stitches with different settings, because look, that stitch already looks different than what we just stitched at the default stitch width and stitch length. So I've had some of my students go beyond, totally become teacher's pet. They stitched the decorative stitch normal, maybe about 2 or 3 inches, then they adjusted the width, and then they adjusted the length, and then they wrote down what the settings were that they adjusted it to on their fabric so they would know. And their stitch books were dynamic because they were truly a way to see how the stitches change and how they look when you start to vary the settings.